Good morning. Here we are at Vermont Route 103 trailhead, and waiting on our shuttle driver to shuttle us to US Forest Service Road 10, and we'll hike back to here. So get ready. It's going to be about a 15-mile day. So we'll get started here in a little bit once we get the shuttle. All right, check in later. All right, we just got dropped off here at US Forest Service 10 by our wonderful shuttle driver, Flip a Key. So thank you, Flip a Key. We'll see you after a while. And we're off this way. Trickle's getting ready for action.
What kind of action? We don't know.
No, well, hopefully it's upright walking, but we'll see what we get. All right, check in a bit. Well, the trails are being easy on us here this morning from the parking lot where we started there at the trailhead. It's been a gentle old road bed, very gentle incline. So we're appreciative. All right, we'll check in as we see things. Right, we're 18 miles, 1677.8. That's a little rock pond. This looks like a beautiful large pond. We'll walk down to the shore here and give you a look. So you got a pond loop trail that goes around the pond, it looks like. All right, we're gonna scoot out here. Is it beautiful? Wow. They have some beautiful mountain lakes and ponds. We're at about 1,800, 1,900 feet above sea level. So this is up in the elevation these ponds exist, so it's pretty neat. If it was hot enough, it'd be a good swimming lake. It's got a good shoreline here to get in. Nice.
Pretty shallow.
Yeah, it stays shallow and it's nice bottom to walk on. So anyway, we may take a short break here. Got some rock cliffs on the far side. That looks like a good place to jump off over there. Oh, take pictures of you while you do swan dives.
So we've come around this pond. There's the rock we were straight across from. We were over on that corner of the pond. Walked up to the shelter, checked it out, and walked along the trail right there. It's been really nice hike so far. Hoping it keeps up like this for the day. But this is a beautiful, beautiful pond. Great tent sites up around the shelter. They have platforms, so it would be a great place to come and just do a camping trip sometime instead of a hiking trip. But yeah, anyway, we're heading on down the trail.
All right, here's a typical tent platform in Vermont at a campsite near Little Rock Pond, but it's not close to the shelter. But you got a couple of platforms there, picnic table, a dishwashing stand, another little campsite right there that's not on a platform, but they do put a privy here for you, so it's up there in the woods, hard to see. Anyway, these are designated camp spots, but you can camp anywhere you want to, but they do give you the platform so you got a flat spot. So anyway, just thought I'd let you check that out. All right, we're getting back on. We're right on the trail here.
All right, we're coming into an area that's the remains of the, now I forgot, Aldrichville Mill Village. In about the 1890s, people lived in here, and there must have been a mill in the creek down there. There's really just some metal remnants on this wall. Probably people have been digging around in there and gotten anything out of there. But, yep, like I always say, I love to think about what life was like during those times. It's hard, but how peaceful.
White rocks cliff area. See a lot of white rocks here that are broken up and piled up here. So we're taking the blue blaze. The AT goes on that way. We're gonna walk over here and see what this looks like. So we'll let you see it when we get over there.
We're at the White Rocks Overlook. There's probably some better views on that, but this is pretty right here. You don't have to go any further.
All right, here we are at Bully Brook. We're at mile 1684.6, and there's a waterfall over there, but you can't really get a good view of it from this angle. I can't really get a good angle on it. So anyway, it's a nice looking little waterfall in Clearwater Creek that we're going to be walking beside here for a little while. So we'll try to show you some of the pretty waterfalls and stuff if we see some. But you can see the creek here. Bully Brook. All right, we'll check in later.
right, we're coming down. Then we're gonna cross over 140, Route 140 here, this road. So that's where we are. About 6 miles or so from the, oh, we have Trail Magic. Oh, sweet. We'll check that out.
All right, here we are crossing Vermont, Route 140. And we saw a sign back there that said there was some trail magic up here, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that there's something left. But here we are, getting across the road, heading up the hill on the other side, and we'll show you what we see here in a sec. All right, we've been duly warned. So here we go. Looks like there's still some magic up here. We're getting a thumbs up from Trickle. So we're gonna show you what we can see up here with the haps and the going zones. So there's another parking lot right here. After you cross that road, and yep, we got chairs set up, and I will show you what I can show you. I'll turn it off for right now. Maybe I can show you a little bit more. All right, here's the sign. Spineless Cougars, man, I'm sick of Snickers, Trail Magic. All right, we were blessed to come along and find signage in the woods that I showed you on just a minute ago about some trail magic by this kind gentleman, Spineless Cougar, out of Albany, New York. He's been doing this for a number of years, it sounds like, and what a setup. A couple of hot dogs, all the fixings, watermelon, cold drinks. Looks like you got charging stations. He's got everything set up for you, some first aid. So it's awesome. We were so proud that we made it in time. He's closing up the grill now, so we're pretty happy that we got here in time. So it was delicious, and thank you so much for doing what you do.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're getting ready to blast off. All right, we're just passing the Minerva Hinchy shelter at mile 1689. So we didn't stop there, but you can see the shelter right through there. You can see a little bit right there. So we're gonna keep moving on up the northbound direction here. Got a little climb, and then I think we drop down to the Route 103 trailhead where we are. So a couple of miles, 2.5, I think. So, all right, we'll keep you posted. There's a chipmunk.
All right, this is Airport Lookout. I'm assuming that down there's airport, possibly Rutland Airport. I don't know. I guess that would make sense. It's about 6:30. We're 0.8 from the truck. So it's been going down. What a beautiful day it's been. Weather-wise and terrain-wise, elevation-wise. It's been a nice day. All right. There's your view. All right, we just came down from up there. We're only real close to Howie. Anyway, this is Clarendon Gorge. That's the Mill River down there. And we've got the suspension bridge. I think it's gonna be wobbly, so I'm not gonna film. I don't like that. Don't like it at all. But anyway.
All right, here's the Clarendon Gorge from the suspension bridge. Pretty neat, I think. So the Mill River. She's a little shaky. But strapped down with some heavy cables, so I think we're okay.
All right, this wraps up a 15.7 mile day. We went from US Forest Service Road 10, I believe, to Highway 103. And we're heading back to the hostel where we were last night just to park. We're gonna take a shower and wash clothes, and there's chances of thunderstorms tomorrow, but we're gonna recheck that and we will let you know what our plan is. All right, see you down the trail. No, we won't. We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. All right, good night.